Okay, so this question, they've given us a cumulative frequency graph for 160 players, so that's quite important, and they've told us some information. So the lowest number was 0 and the highest number was 32, so that's kind of telling me the minimum is 0 and the maximum is 32, and they want us to draw a box plot. So what we need to remember is a box plot has this kind of picture where this is always the minimum. This point is always the lower quartile value, this is always the median, followed by the upper quartile value, followed by the maximum point. So we need these 5 values. Well, they've already given us the minimum and the maximum, and they've given us a cumulative frequency graph here, so we can estimate the lower quartile, median and upper quartile. So let's calculate those values. They're telling us there's 160 players, so the median is going to be half of that, so 80. So we come to the graph and we read off really carefully. So we've got to realise what the scale is along the bottom here. So it's going up in ones, isn't it? Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, ones. So the median is 11 goals, because this is about the number of goals. The lower quartile we'd find by doing a quarter of the population, so that's the 40th player. So 160 divided by 4. So again, we come across and we come down. And again, we should be careful because we can see by looking at this carefully that it's about halfway between that point. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So the lower quartile value is 4.5. And then the upper quartile value, well, the quickest way of finding it is 40 plus 80. Quarter plus the halfway point, 120. So we come across to our graph, and again we come down and we read off the value. Personally, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it's going to be 18. So the upper quartile value, 18. So we use those values then to plot the box plot. So the minimum value we were told was 0, so it doesn't really matter where we do the dots, so 0. And the next value we need to plot is the lower quartile, which was 4.5. So 1, well, we use a scale of 1 again, so 1, 2, 3, 4.5. The median was 11, so 10, 11, and the upper quartile value was 18. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And the maximum value we were told was 32. So we got 30, 31, 32. So again, should use our ruler. Again, it's not critical how tall the boxes are, but just a reasonable size. And the whiskers, and then the maximum and minimum values, just get the little tail end, and of course got to remember to plot the median. Okay, so that's how we draw the box plot using the 5 values that we found from the cumulative frequency graph plus the information. And if we were asked to describe this box plot in any way, then we can see that the median value is roughly in the middle of the box. Although this tail is a little bit long, we would say that this is reasonably normally distributed. There's no real evidence of positive or negative skew.